Okay, good afternoon, everybody, and we are presentation from Group 5 and presentation about Benua Oceania. And this first time, I give time for my partner, Siti Nuhan. She explain about Vanuatu. Okay, Siti.
I am the first speaker. I'm the first speaker and will talk about Vanuatu. Vanuatu is a country of the region of Malaysia. Vanuatu have 83 small islands. The state of capital of Vanuatu is located in the city of Port Vila. Next. Next. Vanuatu has an official language called Bislava, but the people of Vanuatu also speak English and French because these two countries played a major role in the independence of Republic of Vanuatu. And in the native tribe of Vanuatu is Melanesian, and they are still one race with Papua, Indonesia. The government in Vanuatu is from the United Republic of Parliamentary, and the state of Vanuatu gained independence on 30 July 1980 and began to join the UN organization or PBB on 60 September 1981. Here's the symbol of state, Vanuatu symbol state. And the motto of the state is Long God You Me Stand Up. It means with God we stand. Educational system of Vanuatu, the Ministry of Education administers the formal system of education, which consists of 6 years of primary education, 4 years of junior secondary education, and 3 years of senior secondary education. Next. The first destination in Vanuatu is Blue Lagoon. Blue Lagoon is a thermal spa in southwestern Iceland. The spa is located in a lava field near Grindavik and in front of Mount Objorn of Reykjanes Peninsula. In a location favorable for geothermal power and is supplied by water used in the nearby Swartsengi geothermal power station. Next. The second destination is Iririki Island. Iririki Island is a privately listed island located in Melebai, near Port Vila in the capital of Vanuatu. The whole island is owned and operated by Australian businessmen Shane Petiona, Darren Petiona, and Peter Stockley. And the last destination is next. And the last destination is Vanuatu Single Zipline. Vanuatu Single Zipline is a rainforest zipline canopy. Okay. Rainforest zipline canopy tour. The pick-up location are in Port Vila, and the zipline is located 20 minutes drive away at Mele. Soared through the jingle canopy and experience a fantastic buzz while on 6 zip lines and 2 suspension bridge. Over 1 kilometers in total of zip lines height in the jingle canopy. Okay, this is the forbidden things of Vanuatu. Forbidden things in Vanuatu, the first is junk food. The purpose of the Vanuatu government is trying to prohibit the introduction of imported foods is to keep all foods completely organic for health, so that the people are not susceptible to disease. The second is Bunga Jumping Festival for newcomers. Bunga Jumping was performed to test the courage of men and also as a ritual performed to show that he had grown up. Okay, next. And this is the traditional clothes of Vanuatu, men and women. The traditional clothes of Vanuatu resemble Papua with many variations, and in this picture is only one of variant of traditional clothes. And the surprising fact about Vanuatu, some residents of Vanuatu have also had time to resort to cannibalism. According to the Telegraph, there is a special human cooking often found on Ambelbati cannibal site. Okay, thank you for the opportunity and for information. Things about Vanuatu are very difficult to acquire, including taboo things. So I'm just saying what I want. And if there's any misinformation, I'm really sorry for that and thank you. Time, I give it back to moderator.
Okay, thank you, Siti. And now we have the explanation about for Solomon Island. You can see in Solomon Island. Okay, Solomon Island. Solomon Island have a language for communication to Solomon Island, you know, and three languages or people for communication, and one English, Melanesian, and Pygmy language. Native tribe from Solomon Island, Melanesian 95%, and the rest are ethnic Polynesian 3.001%, and etnis Micronesian itu ada 1.002%. So you can see symbol of Solomon Island. Di situ ada gambar buaya, kemudian ada lumba-lumba, dan juga mungkin yang di atas itu tidak salah gambar kelelawar ya. Dan gambar yang ada di tengah itu seperti warna kuning, kemudian ada warna hijau dan biru. Jadi setiap gambar ini dia mempunyai arti tersendiri. Yang biru ini dia melambangkan laut yang begitu luas, kemudian yang warna hijau itu melambangkan daratan, dan yang warna kuning itu melambangkan antara batas antara laut dan daratan. So education system at Solomon Island, education system in the Solomon consists of 6 years of primary education and 7 years of secondary education. Afterward, a student who is to complete a high education within the Solomon Island must attend one of the 3 colleges in the country. The colleges are the Solomon Island Teachers College, the Honinere Technical Institute, and a branch of the University of the South Pacific. So, government of the Solomon Islands, system of government is constitutional monarchy. So, jadi di Solomon Island itu kepala negaranya itu seorang ratu, masih di bawah Inggris, dan pemerintahan itu dipimpin oleh Perdana Menteri. So next. So this is the destination from the Solomon Island. That's Rainel Island is the second largest coral atoll in the world. And you will come across some of the red endemics, speaks of flora and fauna to see. Much of the island is covered with dense cover of forests, hence living various space for habitation. Sunsets at the Lake Tegano and diving and snorkeling at Kagaba are some of the activities you can include in destination. Okay, next. Next. Okay, the destination bukan hanya Malaya ini, kemudian yang kedua ada Malaita Island. Malaita Island was the first island of the Solomon Island. The island is located in the Pacific Ocean. You will get to see untouched pristine beauty in the Malaita. The many fire systems, springs, high-altitude waterfalls, canyons are some of the prominent features of Malaita. You can also visit the reef, east island of the shore of North Malaita. The sands in Langa Lagoon are spectacular. Next. Okay, forbidden things. So there are 5 forbidden things. First, Honiara city was resort to violence when protesting. There are many demonstrations that end in cause. In the facts, there are many crimes that target tourists. So 2, foreign tourists are warned to be careful when boarding at yachts in the port of the Honiara. Some reports say armed criminals stole valuables. 3 or 4, dress code. Women are advised to dress modestly, not violating custom and respecting local culture. Homosexual acts are prohibited and can be jailed for the those who violate them. And 4, there are about 50 people killed by aliens water bodies in the sea. So when we visit, we must listen to our guide to give direction. Jadi ketika kita pergi ke sana, itu kadang biasa di air laut itu banyak buaya. Jadi kita harus, para turism atau para tour yang ingin berkunjung, kita harus mendengarkan setiap arahan dari guide. Okay. So next. Okay, traditional from Solomon Island. Traditional clothing in the Solomon Island is similar to other South Pacific islands. Different tribes and ethnic groups has different traditional clothing, and these men and women. So you can see this picture. Next. Okay. Okay, so I give time for my partner, speaker. It's si Jumiati.
Okay, thank you for time and New Zealand language, English and Maori language, native tribe, the Maori are resident in New Zealand. Government system of government is a constitutional monarchy dan symbol of status education. Educational system, New Zealand educational system after the first childhood. School and university students can progress through a variety of flexible pathways in the system, supported by a range of institutes that offer a variety of course and programs. University is the highest levels of education and qualification. All levels are government. To ensure students gain a relevant and meaning qualification. The destination. The destination is one of the most beautiful places in New Zealand by tourists and local alike. There are plenty of tourist attractions in Milford, one of outdoor enthusiasts on boarding or experienced photographers. Located in Fiordland National Fair, there's no question why rather. Briefly description Milford Zone and the destination Lake Taupo. The Taupo is the location about the southwest of Vista on the Magnesian Basin. The center Henor captivating turquoise lakes in the southern parts. Destination Fox Glacier. This is river of ice is now as a glacier on the west coast of New Zealand. Mountain line as only 500 think about the present day southern slopes to see glaciers with an amazing view. You I can to like the stone show flat road. Forbidden things. Touching her and the brain in New Zealand will you hurt in New Zealand. You shall not touch a new needle, hair or hand and teeth will be considered fruits. Give I tip, just like in Japan in New Zealand, you don't have to tip even though you give it this service. Traditional part of the indigenous people of New Zealand, namely the Maori, have a distinctive traditional dress and the skill of weaving natural materials in fabric was method God knitted, familiar by women.
Okay, give the time for the next speaker.
Okay.
Time to the next speaker.
Okay. Next time with
Next speaker.
speaker by
To the next speaker.
to the next speaker.
Okay, thank you for the time. Someone next. Samuel language is Samoa and English that travel Ocean Kevin Ontario by man Cons Republic. Samoa of sentence in education some things. This Samoa education, something is partner after the of now surrender in 1994. School 18 was moderator for our kinder from 5 to 14. Years of anger on the complaint of the angry there are 139. Prime school 21. Junior secondary prime school. Primary school 5 senior second that are demonstrated by the score of education and for system the department of education is second in Malif. Okay, the next. Next. The dictionary. Pulau Island. Semua volcanic island has its natural swimming pool therefore often has to filter their recipient flexion expression to see again there's later transfer a trend. This is natural beauty is located in the file of written on the soundtrack cone of Upper Island in Samoa. Okay, the next. Next, the dictionary place signs called another clause for action in Samoa in the Pipsales rock what you can find discovered by differing about 15. Meaning from the captional capture, I enjoy the fun of swimming and sliding down the material. The fun wreck slide, you can find about 5 battle rock slide running down this amazing. What's unto an anthropology of the verb to explain. Okay, next. Problem things in Samoa. In a Samoa home in Don, take two people were standing and on its wheel, working or fine. Over tying your legs, tying out in front of you and steam if you can for time when you table one for the four much over them. If you arrive at someone during pre-social fights as well on it, the family is friends with its dove fashion in. If you are present in your will, be expanded to serve in the self. If you go to school, don't for frauds. Okay, next. Traditional cards. The porter is a traditional dance of Samoa. Woman is consists of a waiting for and for X cards. But Samoa teaching is usually went to cards and from. Even this level is a modern. Traditional Cayman dance is magic. A single regular cards woman. A skill, their life is formed by both men and women. A sort of soul one top the design may be find or track from someone when him traditional. Okay, the next. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay, thank you.
Okay, the next speaker, Spaniard.
Okay, thank you very much for the time you given to me. Here I will explain about the Fiji country. Next. Okay, you can see in the paper there is a language, native tribe, and government educational system. Okay, I will explain about the educational system. The educational system consists of their level, which are the primary, secondary, and higher education. The 6-year primary education is not compulsory, but is free to all school-age children. The secondary education is a offer for years from grade 9 to grade 12. The higher education is offered in universities or collegiate institution led by the University of the South Pacific, which is financed by 12 countries in the region and the University of Fiji. Okay, next. Okay, there is the destination. The first one is Monurki Island. The dazzling white set coupled with palm trees and a very blue ocean is a picture of the legendary beauty of Fiji beaches. Beach. The second is Natadola Beach, Pitilefu. The beautiful Natadola Beach is one of the best beaches on Pitilefu. Fiji's large island. The shores of white sand are white and blend with the Cobalt Sea. Okay, next. And the last is Long Beach, Nakula. Nakula is a hilly volcanic island. This island is the third largest in the Yasawas Island area, covered by rich hills with picturesque peaks. Nakula is lined with attractively paved trails that lead to villages and cottages. Next. Okay, forbidden things. Smoking is legally prohibited in many public buildings in Fiji, but not at hotels, business, and restaurants. Hotels are not required to include the VAT and hotel tax in the rates they quote outside Fiji. So be sure to ask whether a equated room rate includes all taxes and fees. Women should not wander all alone on desert beach and should be extremely cautious about accepting a late night lift back to the hotel or hostel. Next. Okay. This is the culture of Fiji. The culture of Fiji is a great combination of Melanesia and Polynesian, and they are responsible for creating a highly developed society even before the arrival of Europeans. Music, dance, and food all form the core of culture in Fiji, and the traditional art form is known as meki. Next.
Spanish.
Okay, the next speaker.
Okay, the next speaker is Junari Ginting.
Okay, I'm gonna presentation about Palau Islands. So Palau Islands located in North Pacific Ocean in Philippine Sea. In Palau Islands, they use language English and Palau language. They there have native tribe Olay in a grain, ilmet in red, to be in black, and horror in brown. Their government is unitary presidential, constitutional republic under a non-participant democracy. In Palau Island, they have education system like usually common school, educational system, primary, primary from 6 until 12 years old, middle school in ranging from 13 until 5 15 years old, and middle school only have 2 grade. For secondary school, people may join public or private school. There are 3 educational streams that lead to either a high school diploma, a vocational diploma, or an individual's ones. Then, if they come, vocational education is for the student who want to work after they finish their study in Palau Island. Meanwhile, for tertiary education is for the student who want to continue their studies to the university. So that is educational system in Palau Island. Next is the destination of Palau Islands is Palau Milky Way Rock Islands. The Milky Way is a scuddle lagoon with the rock islands over 100,000 years. The tides bring in the water with limestone and charred particular that sunk to the bottom, creating a thick layer of it rich mud. And there is a Kanyel Atom Palau. So Kanyel Atom is only atoll in Palau and the most amazing Palau points of interest. Despite being hit by a typhoon some years ago, Kayang Atoll is a perfect place to sit in the shallow water, contemplate the ocean, enjoy the natural beauty of the area, and be happy. And in the Palau, there is have a national museum, horror. The Belau National Museum is the point of interest you should not miss. You will find different exhibit about the history and culture of Palau. So in the museum have a lot of history and cultural. Inside you can find typical Palau art, some canons, and a lot of information about explorer and trader throughout the history of the state and forbidden things that should we do when we in Palau Islands. Respect towards elder and leader is still pronounced. In particular, the head is considered scared and should not to be touched. So we not have to touch other people's head. It's a forbidden things. Traditional code, symbol of social stratification. In the past, there were a few symbols of social stratification. Other than women wearing a Palau mati pieces around their neck, and chief men wearing a dugong, siko, vertebrata bracelet of edge. Today, fine clothing house, fast speedboat, and 4-wheel drive cars are signal of personal achievement. Oh. So I give the time for the moderator, and thank you for listening my explanation about Palau Islands. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, my partner Denari Ginting. Thank you very much for attention for you. We presentation group 5 Benua Ocean.